Hello everyone, my name is Tony and today I will show you what are my top 5 Java 9 features. Java 8 still today is one of the most used versions of Java, even though we get a new release every 6 months with now the upcoming Java 14 scheduled for next March. In this video we will focus on what are my top 5 Java 9 features and how to use them. Number 1. The REPL. Java 9 finally introduced a REPL that you can simply call by typing JShell in your terminal. Inside of the REPL, as you may expect, you can run pretty much any of your Java snippets, like initializing variables, for example. As you may have noticed here, if you don't define a variable, JShell will provide one for you, in this case $1. And we have access to a pretty handy auto-completion system by using tab. And there are also a set of commands that help interact better with the REPL, such as, for example, vars to show the list of all available variables, or types to see all the available types. Or list that will show all the successfully executed commands so far. If you want to know more about the commands that are available within the REPL, you can type /help. Number 2 is Immutable Collection. Java 9 introduced an easy way to get an immutable list or a map, as so. So in this case we have immutable list, that is, as the name says, immutable. What is an immutable list is a list that does not allow its element to change, so we cannot add or remove elements from it. Why you want to use immutables? Well, immutables are always a good idea if you are dealing with multi-threading contexts and in general to avoid side effects or inconsistent assignments within your code. Number 3. Private methods on interfaces. With Java 8, it is possible within an interface to add method with default implementation, static methods, and constants. With Java 9, we have access also to private methods. So in this case, we defined a new interface logger that has a public variable called dbName and 2 default public methods called loginfo and logerror that both relies on a private method called log. In the log method, we have the actual implementation of the logging. As you may have noticed, this is a great idea to hide the actual implementation of the logging strategy to a possible client, and to avoid also duplicate code and improve reusability. Number 4, optional class improvements. Java 9 also brings some good improvements on the optional class. For example, now we can type if present or else on the optional elements. That's basically a conjunction of the if present and the or else method, where we have 2 arguments that are 2 lambdas. And number 5, Stream API class improvements. With Java 9 we get some new methods also for the Stream API, such as the take while or the drop while. The take while acts pretty much similarly to the filter method, but it basically stops to process the stream once the condition is not satisfied anymore. So in this case, as soon we hit an odd number, the for each stop to process the rest. Number 10, even if it's an even number, is not shown in the output. The drop while works exactly on the opposite. So what we have is the same list of numbers, but it starts to print them only after the first element is odd. So after 9, we start see them. If you are familiar with Java 9 already, you may have noticed that there are two big features that I haven't covered in this video, that are the new module system called Jigsaw and the native reactive implementation within Java 9. These are pretty big topics that deserve a video on their own, and I will cover them probably in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.